Now this is an interesting job. I went along to do a roof survey after the lady sent me some photographs of her roof. Now these are the photographs that she sent me. Now if we look carefully, if you look here, the water's dripping down. It's not coming over the top of the guttering, it's coming down the side of the guttering, indicating that it's missing the guttering totally. And if we look here, she's actually upstairs in a loft window looking out, and we can see the guttering itself isn't full. There's plenty of room there. It's not overflowing, so it's not blocked, but we can see the valley runs down. There's some rubbish in the valley there, and of course it's raining, as we can see. Now she also sent me pictures of some work that she previously had done. Whoever it was had gone along with some sand and cement and tried to make good the parapet walls. They did it on this side and they did it on the other side. Apparently they replaced the lead at the same time. Well, this again, she's sent me this and I've got to go there and do a site survey, but to me, even just looking at this, doesn't look to me as if that lead has been changed. And of course, when you start looking at this, the nature of the rendering just doesn't look that good at all. Interesting, because it's just rained as well. We can see the water penetration into the wall because of the lack of a drip or something going on there with the coping stone. So it's always good to look at a roof once it's been raining. We can always see that he hasn't been very good with his work either. Look, it's still a mess in the gutter at the end there. So he also went along the ridge as well. So again, these aren't my photographs. These are the photographs that the customer sent me and said to me, look, we got the real problem with water penetrating into our room down below. Could you come out and see if you can do a roof inspection and find out exactly what's wrong? So let's move on and have a look at that. So I went along and went up by ladder. What you've got to look at as I'm going up the ladder just there is the way I've tied everything on, just so that everybody knows that obviously you should always tie a ladder at the top and the bottom when you can. Normally I would look from the bottom to try and tie something across to something against the house, a downpipe or something like that, or even put a metal stud into the wall. But luckily enough, you've got these metal railings just here. So what I've been able to do is tie into the metal railings, and then you can pull that really tight so it pulls the top of the ladder in and the bottom of the ladder in. Now this is at the top now, and this is what I found. So when she looked out from the window above and looked down, I thought the pictures showed that there was debris in the valley, but it now looks like the valley is broken. We can see here the sarking felt is an old plastic sarking felt that's broken away at the bottom just there, and the zinc valley has started to deteriorate. And as we move up, we can see there's holes in there as well. So my conclusion is that when he was doing the sand and cement work here, and I'll show you on the right hand side, that he trod in there. Just let me talk about the slates. Apart from a broken slate being there, and that one's obviously been changed at some time as well. When you start looking at slates and they're this colour, especially if you see how white these ones are gone, we normally assume that there might be asbestos in them. So we would always suggest that a sample's taken and we can get that tested to see if there is any asbestos inside them. Again, while I'm up there, I'm just looking around for all the other defects I can see up here on the right hand side, and as per she did, she was looking out of that window and the pointing that he did across there. So I'm guessing that what he did is he climbed up the valley and he probably straddled that must have been painful, and they're normally half round, but he's got all the way across here and he's done some pointing. You can see that the cement's just fallen down the tiles as well, but whilst he was in the valley, he broke it. So look, whilst I was there was no way I was going to leave the lady with a hole in her valley. So I got some this is a flashing. I always try and use different types of flashing to see what they're like. This particular flashing was one that I tried and didn't like, and I keep it in the van just for doing sort of small repairs like this. So I've put that on there, and as you can see, I've got it really nicely rolled it so it's really tight. Then I've gone over the top of it with a liquid repair system just to do a belt and braces. So hopefully that keeps it all nice. Now whilst I was up there, I took some samples of the zinc because it was quite interesting, and just look at this. I mean, this is how zinc goes after a while. It's obviously oxidized and broken, and that's it. So that's me finished for the day. Hopefully this is informative to anybody. Do you need any more information? Please don't hesitate to get back to me. Speak soon.